up, you guys? This is Rob from youkai Plays, and today on Dress to Kill, we'll be taking a look at my TennoGen round 15 haul. We're going to be handling things just a little bit different this time around, and we'll talk about that when we jump on in. Regardless, before we do, I wanted to go ahead and give you guys a heads up. I did manage to get my hands on the TennoCon digital pack. So as you can see, this is for TennoCon 2019, and this offers a bunch of in-game goodies that you guys can get to celebrate the whole event. Now, as you can see, this is going to be launching March 19th, and it's going to contain a bunch of goodies. So it's going to have the TennoCon 2019 armor set, display, glyph, emotes, 475 platinum, as well as the TennoCon barrel relay ticket, which opens from 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, July 6th until 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on July 13th. So definitely keep that in mind. That is something that is coming around the corner. And without ado, let's take a look at the goods. So as you can probably already see right here, we have the TennoCon sigil, which is on the back. You can play around with that. But we also have a cool new emote that goes along with that. Little karate chop, and boom! You get the visuals right there, and that's going to be very similar to the glyph you'll be getting in-game. And in addition to that, we've got the TennoCon 2019 armor set, and I feel kind of bad because, you know, I should have probably taken this opportunity to put it on Zephyr Frame or another, like, flying frame, like maybe Hildren or something, but my mindset is a little bit different coming into TennoGen round 15, and that's mainly because of the fact that, as you guys know, if you haven't watched the video, I'll link it up here, but they did show that Equinox Prime is coming, and she should be coming very, very soon. In fact, she's a little bit delayed from our normal, like, time scheme thing. Not that, you know, any like schedules are like 100% set in stone, but it's just kind of like one of those things where, like, this amount of days has passed and we haven't seen it yet. So I'm assuming it's right around the corner, and I'm like, I gotta spend on that and TennoGen at the same time. I think I'm gonna kind of like curb my spending on this one. So today I'm actually gonna be showing you guys a bit of a trick that I use to figure out if I want a specific skin that is in the TennoGen area, to be able to see it in game and to kind of play around with the colors just a little bit. So today I'm gonna be showing off some items from TennoGen round 15 that I would have bought had Equinox Prime not come out yet. In fact, some of them I'm probably still going to buy, but the usual disclaimer applies. Whenever it comes to this, don't think that I have forgotten about any of the skins that have launched. I literally have a screen right next to me that has all of the items laid out, and I've picked and chose the ones that I feel, you know, are up to par, especially after looking at them in game. So let's go ahead and get things started with, as you can tell, the Revenant Immortuous helmet. And you know what, seeing it in game makes me like giddy about it even more. This is definitely going to be one of the ones that I end up purchasing. Like, after all things are said and done, after taxes are taken care of, this is definitely going to be seen in my inventory at some point, because this is the helmet that we have so far. It's alright. This is the base helmet. I'm going to say no to that one. And look, just look at this. That's good. That's really friggin' sick. I really, really like it. This one is by Lubox, and they did a great freaking job at it. The next item that I wanted to go ahead and show off that I need to go pick up, this is a need to. This is one of those need to ones, and I'm gonna tell you right now, Lead and J, listen, that's a lot of vowels in a single string. I'm gonna call you 009. 009 launched the Dominus Sciendon. Take a look at this baby. Take a look at how well that fits. Number one, fits Revenant. I could see that on a little bit of a Zephyr as well. Several frames I think could definitely rock this. I love all of the individual parts and how they kind of like blend together to make a cohesive look. So definitely something that you're going to end up seeing in my collection at some point in time. Maybe not today, but at some point in the future. So that's definitely a big thumbs up. Now the next item I'm actually going to need to go ahead and show you in the market, mainly because of the fact that I couldn't get a good enough shot of it. So let's go ahead and jump into TennoGen real quick, and then we're going to take a look at the Nakana Shinigami skin. And this one, of course, is by Hitsu-san and Rail. So as you can see right here, there is the outer opening, and I was trying to get like a shot of it because I had pre-planned some of these looks so that you guys could see what they end up looking like on the Warframe. And I was trying to get this in shot, but I couldn't get a consistent shot of him unsheathing it. So I'm hoping that he's going to do it now at some point, but maybe not. You could just tell by the warrant of the sheath alone, it's going to be sexy. And it's just a blade in there. I don't think he's going to do anything crazy, so definitely keep your eyes out for that. That'll be something that I put into my collection at some point in time. So, without ado, let's go ahead and jump into the actual skins themselves, and let me show you my trick of how to actually be able to preview some of these skins in-game before you get your hands on it. So we're going to start things off with, I'm just going to type it in because I know that you guys hate it, but I can't even fucking remember her name, Garuda. So, as you can see with Garuda, I have a very, very strange customization sitting here at the beginning. It's not a bad looking customization, but what I actually went ahead and did ahead of time was go through and play around with the colors that I wanted to set, and then, when I wanted to set it, I would just go ahead and highlight the Garuda successor skin, so you'd be able to see how it looks in-game with a color scheme that you want. So again, what I did to begin with is I went ahead and selected a bunch of colors, kind of tweaked it, and went back and forth between the screens. So this is the look that I ended up coming up with, and I think that it looks really, really fantastic. However, I do have to say that there's some rough areas when it comes to texture that I was seeing a little bit earlier, and I'm trying to see if I see them now. It doesn't show up as much on darker colors, but I know when I used a lighter color a little bit earlier, some of the textures looked a little bit rough, so I'm wondering if that's something that DE needs to clean up. But regardless, when you use the primary tone as a slightly deeper tone, it comes out absolutely fantastic. Now, I do want to point out one fact. The claws themselves are not actually the ones pictured there. You actually need to pick up the skin to be able to see the full effect of that, but I think that the core base of it itself is strong enough as like a, go get this one, it's real nice. The thing that I love about it is, okay, yeah, she does have like the drapey things on her face. That aside, I really love how the paneling frames the face. Like, I love this little area here and how the face kind of comes down into almost like a little beak look. I think it looks absolutely good. And the texture right here on the belly is like this weird silken reflective texture. Really, I want to call it more of a satin than I do a metallic. And the other thing that I do want to point out is I don't feel like the metallics are as poppin' as they normally do on other frames. Like, some of the like more solid parts do have the shine, but I feel like it's a little dulled down. I don't know if that's just me, but even with that there, I have to say it's a really great solid skin, which will make it into my collection. I'm just really, really lazy at adding funds into my Steam wallet at the moment. So let's go ahead and take a look at the next skin that I've got coming up here. And this one I actually went ahead and bought on stream. I needed to do something because, you know, we had that I want to call it the Welcome to Night Vale bounty. It was the Nightwave one where you had to do the bounties in the plains, and I was like, I need something to keep me awake. So I ended up buying the Nidus skin. Now this skin itself is the what you call this, Night Hunter skin by MZ-3. Tell me that is not sickening. Tell me that is not absolutely sickening. And the fact that there's a metallic on it too, whoa, it looks really fucking good. Hit that mutation button, and it looks really good. I love this detail on the face. I'm gonna be real with you. These little panels right here remind me very much of like Hitsu-san's like Hagoromo skin. Like, that paneling looks very, very similar, and you guys know I'm a big fan of Hitsu-san, so having that in almost a Nidus form looks absolutely amazing. I think the only thing that I'm not as fond of is kind of like the energy strands on the inside of this, but that's just me being really nitpicky, because overall you can tell and I can tell this looks dope and badass AF. The fact that they were able to incorporate in the metallics the way that they did, along with the highlight details of this skin to make this great organic, like this techno-organic, it just, I can't speak enough. It was a good purchase. Very happy that I picked it up. Again, this is the Nidus Night Hunter skin, so it was a must buy, did buy. So let's go ahead and move on into the next one, and this one is one that surprised me. I'm gonna be honest with you, because I did not think that I was gonna pick this one up after making a quick note in the market. Now, one of the things that I wanted to point out is that on the original variation of the Ivara Astra skin, the skin had the energy skirt that this Ivara had. And I was like, ooh, I love that energy skirt. And then they changed it around to like a physical fleshy skirt, which I was not fond of, but took a look at it in game. did a little bit of like coloration on it, and I'm like, okay, it's looking right. It's giving me very like ocean nymph, naiad. Is that a word? You know what I mean? It's kind of like one of those like ocean spirits. And I kind of like it. It's a little bit mermaidy. This kind of reminds me a little bit of like seaweed. You can definitely go for that aquatic theme on it. I think it turned out really freaking fantastic. This one was by Reiku, so I shouldn't be surprised that it's awesome, but it is fucking awesome. The Ivara Aestra skin, definitely something to keep an eye out for. Fuck, that helmet. That helmet is just goddamn sickening. I really, really love it. And for all of you Ivara fans out there, I think that seeing it in game with a little bit of customization on it does it more credit than seeing it there in the market. I'm looking at it right now. I'm looking at the pop thing. I don't like that. Like, Reiku, I love you. Get your colors together. Let's move along to the next one that I'm really, really fond of. Well, this one is one of those ones that I wanted to pick up to play around with. I don't want to say that I'm insanely fond of it, but it is one of those ones that I was like, I had to play with it a little bit. I was like, do I like this? Do I not like this? I'm like, I'll feature it. I'll feature it. This is the Mesa coup de gras skin by Malayu and Stygian. And I did a lot of playing around. One of the things that I will give it a downside for, so I'm hitting you with the bad part first, is I feel like there's some areas that are just over textured. I just look at it and I'm like, you didn't need to add texture in these areas. I feel like it makes it look wrinkly and crinkly and too much, and it really, really showed when I used light colors. However, now that I've taken it into like a darker zone, I have to say, it looks really, really good with dark tones on it. The helmet, I think, looks pretty fucking dope. Really, really into that. Love the work on the hands and the gloves. I like the the energy kind of blend into it. However, the one thing I will make note of is I wish that energy blend on it was not static. I wish it kind of had like a soft pulse to it, like a little glow pulse would really bring it to life a little bit more rather than it looking like just like a bright color that was added in. So I don't know if that's something that they can do. I guess I will say in post of Warframe, but I do have to say, with darker colors, I definitely give the thumbs up on this. Lighter colors, especially on the primary, let me show you what I'm talking about. Hold on. I don't want to, like, go too crazy with it, but, like, if you use lighter colors, let me use, like, a non-ugly light color. If I use, like this tone right here, and I go into this, like, there's just so much additional texture that makes it look like the skin's been scratched. Like, you know, when you put like something nice and shiny and like smooth in your pocket, and then you put it in there with your keys, and then it kind of comes out a little bit scuffed. That's how I feel like it looks like. But if you like Mesa in darker, richer colors, okay, I think it looks pretty sexy. So let's go ahead and move in. Oh, I already got that, to the last little bit here. And this one is by an artist that I have not featured in quite a while on my channel. Oh god, I gotta walk around with this customization all looking ugly and shit. Alright, this is one of those ones I'm gonna pick up. I like thought to myself, am I picking this up? And I was like, let me try it on. And then I picked it up and I was like, well fuck, it looks really goddamn good. So, the Auris diadem by I believe it is Lucinu, and it's a combination. It's a combination of people. Oh no, it's not showing here, but it should show in the Lucino and Hari pair. It looks good. Like, I love the like soft little feathering that it's got going on there. It is stacking with another face item that we have. Let's see if we can take that off. Hold on. Let's see if we can take this off real quick. Is it the Oculus? Yes, let's take off the Oculus so that we can get a little bit of a better look at it on its own. It's like just angelic and soft. It's very tasteful. It's very, very tasteful, which is one of the things that I like. I don't like to necessarily have things that are just overwhelming, big, and I don't like things that are blatant references, like really blatant, obvious references to other things in other kind of creative outlets. But this for me is nice and subtle. I think it's really, really pretty, and I think it's worth picking up. I love this little detail that kind of comes down and frames the face. Very, very pretty. Love it a lot. And I think that, you know, I might have to pick this up and create an interesting look out of it, especially with the new operator male hair. Oh, so excited. Okay, so that about does it for me for now. Let me know how you guys are liking it. Are you guys feeling the same way about the fashion frame that came around this round? Are you saving up for Equinox Prime like I am at the moment? Toss all of your feelings down in the comments below. And as always, love somebody, hurt nobody, and touch your body. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.